back at the W3Champions Finals. Season 13 is about to end. It was 5 awesome days, and now we come to a grand final that nobody expected. If Sini wins against Happy, that might just be the biggest upset in Warcraft 3 history. Hey everybody, just a quick go into this match. This W3Champions Finals is powered by scale tippers, so if you're tired of your old habits of sitting on your ass all day and eating frozen pizza every day, scale tippers is there to break these habits. They offer long-term nutrition and workout plans for you to exercise from home. You don't have to go to the gym and embarrass yourself with the first exercises. No, you hop on a call with them, they counsel you a little bit, and then they work out a plan that fits you, your needs and your taste. We are very, very happy to be with scale tippers, and if you want to give them a little thank you, go check them out on Instagram, go check them out on YouTube where they show a little bit of what they do, and check out thescaletippers.com. And now enjoy the W3Champions Finals. Alright, the tale of the tape, of course, not telling us too much. Quite a short tale. 0-0 in matches between each other for the first time ever. Happy and Sini are clashing. Happy is still the clear favorite. He might have lost that #1 spot in the Edo ranks due to his loss to Fish in the Human Mirror in the Weekly Cup. But 82% versus Night Elf? That's insane. Sini sitting at a 53, still above average, but that's a Hercules task now for the Chinese. If he can do it, it's a huge upset. Happy is the biggest favorite in a Warcraft competition in a long time. And we kick things off on Last Refuge.
We're all expecting the Demon Hunter. Is that the way to go? Demon Hunter immolation, super fast creeping, and then immolation plus mana burn to go up against the Undead in the late game. Happy expected to play what he's been showing, and that's pretty predictable tier 3 triple hero kind of stuff, and really no expansions unless he wants to surprise us.
Yeah, I don't think so. He'll just play what he's most comfortable with, I guess, and that's the norm. I don't expect any crazy shenanigans from Happy, as we rarely do. And in the altar, we see a DK. In Sini's altar, we see a Demon Hunter. So far, so expected. You think he's getting nervous, Sini?
He kept his nerves together really well. The semi-final was the perfect opportunity to get those nerves flustered, but he kept it together nicely. I think he counts it as a victory already. Honestly, I think he's just riding on a high right now.
I agree.
Doesn't mean, though, that you can't still get owned by Happy.
That's 100% true. I think the biggest goal first is not getting embarrassed. This has been done to many, many players in the history of Warcraft 3. And then maybe, you know, win a map would be a success as well. But it's a long way till then.
Well, it was fairly successful. Immolation couldn't really be used for the first camp, but can certainly be used here for the second for an easy level 2. This is, I think, really the biggest strength of the Immolation Demon Hunter nowadays. You can just creep level 2 so fast, and possibly even level 3 if you're left alone. We can see Happy clearly behind in terms of timing. Tech timing also going to be important. Night Elf starts tier 2, so does Happy. That is perfectly on par. And now the burns should begin.
Okay, that's of course a perfect spot for it. Lots of targets, big damage, but Happy with the coil secures the kill on the cost of a lot of damage, obviously. Creeps are getting involved as well. It's weird.
Yeah, the pull kind of backfired. He used the illusion and got bouldered himself in the face. You see right there, saying, like Obi-Wan back then, "You were supposed to defeat the pull, not join it!"
Well, hopefully it has a better ending than it has for Obi-Wan. DK level 2 with the rock golem. Happy just takes the opportunity to grab one of the biggest camps on the map, or the biggest, creeps on the map. And that's a flute at the 3-minute 40 mark.
When life gives you lemons, just surround the rock golem. That was the perfect opportunity here to make use of an unfortunate situation, and Happy gets a sick experience boost. You're talking about the immolation creep capability, but That is the most backfiring Wand of Illusion I've ever seen on Last Refuge.
Yes. How many games has Happy won with that item at that same spot? And now, he's the master of the Wand of Illusion and just knows how to use it even though his opponent is using it. Okay, that's already a little rough for Sini, but not an unwinnable position. Damage was done.
No.
Creep check, huh?
Okay, I was about to say. Scourge Bones Chimes. Oh, baby, is that a good item for a Demon Hunter? And later on, also for the bears.
Maybe even hippos if we might see them, but I think it should just... Oh, it's not mass air, actually. We see a Hunter's Hall, but here is Happy with the Creep Jack.
Don't want to surround that Demon Hunter. That would not be prudent. Going after the archers instead. It's level 2 Aura, by the way. No coil level 2.
Expecting the burns, I guess, and Aura, of course, works without mana as well. Trying to go for more surrounds, but Sini dodges them, keeps the damage up, chasing the DK. That harass has been dealt with quite nicely. Multitasking necessary, Berserker up for grabs, and of course Happy gets it.
Yeah, I think he went Aura here mainly to get the surrounds. It helps the ghouls a lot in the early stages, gets that kill, and that's a lot of experience. And all of a sudden, the army from Sini is tiny. He's got the boots, but that's also what helps with the Aura. You have almost the same move speed as the Demon Hunter, I believe. Naga second joining on both sides. But Happy's Naga sort of exposed here without the DK support.
Not too much mana to work with on the Demon Hunter indeed. Is there boots? I don't think so. Aura's in, Coil is in, Kill is in.
Might be a double kill. And honestly, as long as there's no creeping happening, I think this favors Happy. Those Frenzy Ghouls will be very strong if the Naga is low level in the later stages, and Happy is coming out all guns blazing here on map 1. Oh, and the next round, that level 2 Aura. Getting some mileage in.
Sick. Perfect game so far. Nothing going wrong for Happy at all. Tier 3 tech queued. Sini is trying to play this with Dryads. Little Foggy-esque, I guess. Naga of Happy is hurt, but yeah, what can this Demon Hunter really do? He can bully a little bit, but no mana burn, no immolation. Happy, man. Maybe you should have become a football player. That was a nice dribbling.
Oh, gets the burn off there just in time. It's level 2 Aura, working quite well. Oh, and he has the Ritual Dagger as well to heal up a bit more. Standing smack bang on top of a sentry, though. Even goes for the boots, right? Yeah, boots late on the Naga is going to give her much more survivability. She's now super fast with the boots plus Aura. And Sini, I like the confidence. He's not backing down. He's not getting intimidated, at least. But he has gotten the shorter stick so far.
I know that feel. Tier 3 is about to happen for both of them. So we want to play the advantage of Orb of Venom and play Bears later. But yeah, many losses. These ghouls have had a great impact. But now, there's mana again, and that's Immolation against the surrounded Demon Hunter.
Happy made that mistake yesterday against Foggy, noticing, whoops, that's a Bernie boy.
Also PCG.
Yeah, I don't really want to do that anymore.
It's just
got a heal scroll,
instincts. Maybe? When Happy has the opportunity to surround anything, he just goes for it.
And he got some valuable kills earlier. Berserker and 2 archers killed in the early game, of course. Gonna make it quite difficult here to get to 50 supply for Sini in a reasonable manner. I feel like Happy could tier 3 expand here pretty easily. Get the Lich, get the Blight, go for tier 3 Expo.
I think if you tier 3 Expo, then the game goes longer than if you just tier 3 push. And if we know something about Happy, then he really likes to keep his game short and efficient. And I think big push is coming.
It's also where things can fall apart though, like we saw from Sini. From PCG, excuse me. Because the Demon Hunter will be strong, will probably be level 4 pretty soon. But the Naga has some work to do. She wants to be level 3 normally fast on the Night Elf side. That level 2 Fog Lightning does critical damage against the ghouls. You want to take those out first, of course. But now we're not about fighting, we're about creeping. The next red camp, we need something good here for Sini.
100%. Unholy Aura would be great. Kafka's Pipe, of course, also not too bad. Messes up the block a little bit, so he needs a second attempt while Happy is just blowing through. Claws plus 12 will be a nice welcoming gift for the inbound Lich.
Yeah, Claws plus 12 is super good. Remember, this Demon Hunter has less evasion than normal. Gets also battle drums. Okay, bonus damage always good. But I'm looking at this army and, like GSP, I'm not impressed.
Not really. I'm kind of surprised that Sini is still alive at the 10-minute mark. That's the first success after this early game that backfired to a degree. But yeah, this bottom left-hand side, the production tab of Happy, that's scary. Frenzy, Destroyer, Attack Upgrade, Lich, Orb, it's all coming together so nicely.
At the shop, waiting for a heal scroll, perhaps?
Got an orb. Yeah, heal scroll it is. Not bad to have. Also, Mana Stone on this Demon Hunter. Still not level 4 though.
Did manage to climb to 50 supply here. I thought it would take a bit later. Longer, I mean, but alright. He's got his bears, he's got his dryads. Happy continuing to creep. Of course, the triple hero for him scales amazingly. DK is already so strong. Dude, he is a good bit beyond level 4 before the first real fight, which is crazy. Goes to show how good this early game was for him. Naga and Lich for Happy, not so level, but that can change later on. And the thing is, every single level up for Happy here will be a huge one.
Off we go to the first real fight, I guess. Demon Hunter position is okay, but the Naga! What a powder! Staff was on her, and that is, of course, a prime target. What's up with all the Night Elves using their heroes in masses today? This is child's play for Happy.
No mana anymore, but also no cares anymore for Happy. Finding one kill after the next, losing just a few ghouls in return. He lost one ghoul, which he traded for 2 bears and a Naga. 3 bears, excuse me. That's some high-stakes trades. He must go to Wall Street, this guy. Oh my goodness. Absolute shellacking on map 1. Happy shows why he's the champ.
Yeah. Pretty easy peasy. But, I mean, Sini makes it to the 11-minute mark. He's got an even supply count at the end. And that was an awful early game. So maybe if he can clean up the early game a little bit, he's got lots of maps to work with. Maybe an opportunity. The Demon Hunter did look a little bit underwhelming. And Happy's probably not going to go for a fast expansion anytime soon. Is the Keeper the right choice after all against Happy?
Maybe Foggy was right, or maybe a mix of both. Sini will probably not have forgotten how to play the Keeper. He also has the chance to go for Mass Air and expansions himself. The Night Elf toolbox versus Undead is filled to the brim. I wonder what he unpacks for us here on the next map, which is Tidehunters.
This is, well, it used to be a great fast expansion map for Undead. But maybe with Immolation now, this is just unplayable. Maybe it's just not doable anymore. Tier 2 Expo maybe, Tier 3 Expo maybe, but fast expansion may be a thing of the past. If it is a Demon Hunter indeed. Which I'm expecting. This is a good Demon Hunter map. Lots of easy creeps, easy level 3, lots of items. Why not?
Alright, we'll see what we're getting at. Map 2. If this is a 2-0 for Happy, that's quite telling. Away we go. Sini upper left-hand side, Happy bottom right-hand side. Yeah, that's the big question for the Undead. Expansion or not. And the big question for the Night Elf is what hero this is gonna be. I think you can creep too well to not go for Demon Hunter. Keeper it is.
Oh, really? Okay. I wonder which style Happy prefers to play against. I think it's probably the only guy who prefers to play against Demon Hunter nowadays, because it means one base almost every time. With the Keeper, of course, there must be a second base attempt, which will be happening rather early, and through economic edge is normally how Night Elves beat Happy. And, well, he'll find out quite early.
Alright. He sees the Wisp, that's already a little bit telling. Maybe Sini can just go for some craziness, you know? Tier 1 expansion right before the tag, just super greed. Or he thinks, okay, I can do this better. This early game was messed up. This will not happen again, hopefully. Let's play it straight up. But I like that he's switching something up. Just to have a different rhythm for the rest of the series.
something that we saw in the past, in fact, something that might be in Happy's memory. In DreamHack, when he played against the Night Elf of Spiral, Spiral got a fast level 2, ran across the map, killed an Acolyte, forced the tech cancel, and expanded in the meantime himself. Bit of a risk. If you get caught, you waste your time. But maybe some risks you do have to take. That seems like Sini here is not playing aggressively right away so much. He's just creeping up the natural with a nice pull. And Happy is going for a possible expo, although normally this is just a fake expansion.
Yeah, in 90% of the time, that's true. Sini still has to scout for it and get ready, and he is getting ready because he's going for that Huntress opening. And Sini, I know you play a little bit like Foggy, but please don't forget the rally point.
Coil secures the level 2. Expansion tech costs the same amount of lumber for the undead. And knowing Happy, it's gonna be the tech, right? Yeah. Okay. Tier 2 coming up. But as long as Ziggurat's there, especially if it's upgraded into a Nerup, this could always turn into an expansion, which is always a big threat for the Night Elves.
Yeah, this is pretty much what we played in all of 1.34. So Sini must have some practice against that as well. His tier 2 is not that much lower than Happy's is, despite the Hunter Soul.
And the benefit of playing Hunters in this matchup is you have pretty good map control, and normally you can creep the natural easy and expand on the spot and defend against ghouls. Something that's much harder to do with just archers. Because the expansion will have to come, and the sooner the better, obviously. Happy scouting around. His Skelly scouting has been wonderful this tournament. And sees no tree yet.
Huh. Okay, so with that, no big fear for anything in the mid game, no pressure on him. And he's just coiling away. There's more where that one came from. Sini controls him nicely with an entangle. This of course goes onto Mana and Moon Juice. The Hunters are the biggest advantage that Sini got at the moment. Will he play that advantage? It's hard to do because Happy keeps everything so safe.
Sini, this is a crucial moment in the game. Where's he going? He's not going to the natural to expand.
The town is under siege.
Yeah, that's odd.
What's he doing?
Tier 2 tower push?
Every second here that goes by without a Tree of Life coming is painful. Wait, how many hunts is this? 4 hunts?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Could you tower push with a Tinker? Foggy tried it with a Fire Lord.
Oh, he's proxy expanding.
Ooh.
Why did he creep the green Murlocs? In the meantime, he could have just crept the natural and then expanded on the spot. This looks like a big creep route mistake to me.
Maybe a little lost in the middle, maybe some evasion creeping to fool Happy a little bit, because Happy will not expect this either. But Happy will sooner or later find this tree and is going for it. But yeah, Happy seems a little lost as well without most information. Sent some skeletons out and now he finds it. And oh, Sini, nice timing!
Yeah, gets the cancel here, and Ziggurat / Nerup also taken out. Happy reinvests the gold and the lumber into a tier 3, so this didn't cost him too much in the end. But some resources were lost. Happy sees the tree as well with a Skelly once more. I think Happy is pretty satisfied with this because, yeah, this expansion is late. Still has to walk on over.
And Frostmourne is going to do some damage on it. We do have 1 wind and the Demon Hunter is coming as well, but you need a lot more than that. Entangle Surround would be gorgeous, but there is a staff against that. Happy is prepared for all eventualities.
Lich on the way. And anti-air soon to join. Gargs could actually be really good here. No archers to be concerned with there. Against Hunters is also Gargs famously amazing. But Happy not so much of Gargoyle player, of course. And now it's time to creep. Happy's waiting for his tier 3 to finish, and then the hammer will fall over at the natural. Like it did back at Minas Tirith, where the forces hold this time.
It was about time for a Lord of the Ring reference after using Star Wars first. I was a little disappointed in that, Remo. Had to wait for map 2 for that. Demon Hunter creeping, absolutely necessary indeed. But Happy skeletons are just everywhere. first ferries are coming immediately. Not even one hippo, right? No, just straight into ferries.
Yeah. May want to make one here for the archer. Great items from the Demon Hunter, by the way. Ring and Rune Bracers are very good for the late game. What happens? Blasting through his mana. Whoa, he is really blasting through his mana to get these items here in the creeps. One of the wind. Oh, that's so good. If you can Cyclone the Demon Hunter and there's no wisps close by, this could buy him such valuable seconds.
Wonder how much value these hunts will still have. There are fiends. They have good damage against them. Or the number one priority, the ghouls, to keep the ground safe. Next item for the demon, Wand of Illusion, also very good. And that expansion is coming together now, but the clock is ticking. Happy is at tier 3, and you know what that means.
Frenzy Destroyer queued behind a few more units, pick up the orb, and it's going to be go time here in just a bit. Around the same time, perhaps, as the Entangled is finished. A little bit later, perhaps. What's the Demon Hunter doing? Keeps on creeping. He is going to be level 3. And he needs that level 3 very, very badly. Big mana potion for him. Might be a sell. And, yeah, production. Where's the production? He needs more supply.
Needs to ramp up, but he's broke. Might even sell the big mana potion here. As good as it is on the Keeper, he needs the gold. I wonder why Sini wasn't going for a Keeper Harass in the middle. Maybe he wanted to play the creeping game with Hunters. Maybe he didn't feel comfortable without a Staff of Teleportation that Happy snacked up. But usually that's necessary.
Didn't buy boots in the Demon. It's gonna be a slow-moving Demon Hunter, especially if it gets targeted by the Naga, which has now joined us third hero. This ledge, by the way, ouchie wouchie.
Oh! Oh! I did not see that before. That's good.
Not good as these fairy numbers. Coil Nova on the illusion. Nice bait. Gets a lot of mana used right away. But look at the Demon Hunter. He's having such a tough time connecting because he doesn't have the boots. Big oversight by Sini.
Okay, needs to burn now. That's the Undead Heroes out of mana. Huntress traded for ghouls. It's also level 3 though. Entangle, Focus Fire. Destroyer is ready with the Death Spell. And Sini, man, this does not look like he stands a chance in that fight.
A lot of units going down in the meantime. Demon Hunter, what can he connect to? What heroes can he kill? What kills in general can he find? Fiend just moving away and the anti-air isn't there, or the air I should say isn't there. Instant Dispel against the Entangled. The Naga now already level 2. Found so many kills. And Sini's army has just evaporated. Expansion laid bare. Expansion gonna be gone in a bit. And so are the hopes for map 2.
Yeah, man. You made a Star Wars reference before. Let me tell you, this is not a new hope. This is just the Emperor, or the Empire
this is the Death Star blowing up.
Yeah, man. GGG. 2-0 for Happy, just 2 maps away from a hat-trick at War3Champions Finals.
Yeah, that's, I mean, Remo Dima pointed it out early on, the expansion a little bit far away, and that sometimes makes a difference. Also, there's an important point that Foggy was doing something that Sini did not attempt to do, which is maybe hard because there's lower air count when you don't go for the Hippo Riders, you just go for the Huntresses. Foggy would always go for a push into the main base, just one, and burn the TP with the push into the main base to try to buy a little bit more time. You just need that extra 30, 40 seconds because you need to try to get up to 55, 60 supply before Happy's pushing you. If you're even supply 50 versus 50, Happy's just going to stomp every time. There needs to be a little bit more time bought or a little bit earlier of an expansion, which of course it was late and then it had to walk over and then it wasn't even saturated for a while. And that makes a world of difference, especially against Happy.
Yeah, this was really rough. It's just always a little slower than the top tier night elves. We can't forget this is top seed versus bottom seed. There's quite a big discrepancy when it comes to ELO and MMR and everything. It's just been a miraculous tournament for Sini thus far. Huge surprise that he's even in the grand final. It is a big success that he's in the grand final. But man, Happy is not underestimating him. He's not making fun of anything. He's just slaying. As Happy does. And so far, Sini can't find a way out.
Happy looked a bit vulnerable. Maybe perhaps just more than just a bit against Foggy, where definitely there were opportunities laid open for Happy to be beaten. But here, as long as the tournament goes, as so often with Happy, he is really coming into his own. And, well, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but he almost looks unstoppable. He's got that aura again.
Yeah, that was not there yesterday. Yesterday was a little flawed, a little shaky here and there, but today, dude, from minute 1 on against Sock up until here, he's undefeated on Championship Sunday. And that's always a good thing if you want to grab the title in the end. Our community doesn't really care and continues to contribute to us. Thank you for the subs. I hate this nickname so much. CJM, JMM, 2006. I do like your sub though. 23 months. Thanks for all the content. A Heron, 27 month as well. Let's go. And Casol with a 10 month. Ayo.
To you as well. Yeah, one thing I'm just thinking about now that Sini didn't really do in that last fight, it feels like he kind of gave up a little bit. He didn't prepare at all. Like, you'll see the top Night Elves getting maybe an invis pot, going in for the initial mana burn. The boots was mentioned by Remo as well. But just setting up the fight a bit better. Burning, staffing out the Demon Hunter, healing up, coming in, burning again, maybe use the potion of vulnerability, staff out again, and then only engage when you absolutely need to save the tree. As much, like, again, 30, 45 seconds, a minute, that makes a difference of winning the game and not. City just didn't buy any time, had a late expansion, and also just directly engaged in immediately. Those are 3 big mistakes that are actually like kind of elementary with the strategy, I want to say. Like, these are obvious things, but Sini didn't do any of them, honestly.
All right, we're trying to get the game on the road. Maybe Sini has some connectivity issues, as it happens recently. Restarting, and it's all be good. This is, of course, not the end of the program here at Back to Warcraft, as Remo pointed out before. TED Cup is starting. Tomorrow is the qualifier, so we take that day off. But on Tuesday, we're back already, as Ted, good friend of ours, invites us to the games. We gladly accept that invitation. $3,600 on the line there, as we will see the best players in Asia. And also Hawk and Happy in that tournament. And it's going to start every day at noon Central European time. We get Hawk, Fortitude, Sock, Lin, Focus, Soin. Labyrinth is back after unfortunately not having the time for the season finals. And Moon, Colorful, Kaho, Lawlight, 15 Sway. And also Sini invited there, not even having to go through the qualifier. And now we move on to game number 3. Happy is already halfway there. One hand on the trophy, the virtual trophy, I guess. Can Sini find a way back and at least win a map to start a comeback? Let's join Autumn Leaves. So is it gonna be a keeper again? Is the big question. Or will he go back to a Demon Hunter as he played on map 1? So far, Happy has no need to change anything. Everything goes according to plan. This is something that Twitch chat oftentimes says, every time same strategy. But yeah, against this Nihilif, if he's not threatened with this timing at tier 3, why would he change anything up? It's so strong, and he executes the timings so well. Sini, not going back to the demon. It's keeper time.
Yeah, indeed. In this matchup, I think it's going to be a little bit harder for the Demon Hunter to really creep as crazy as we see sometimes in other matchups. Which is why I said that I think this is the matchup where the immolation is actually the least impactful. Because what the Demon Hunter, for example, loves to do is go to the shop, creep that whole camp, get level 2, pick up 2 items. That's a fun start. But Undead will always harass this, will always get at least 1 last hit steal with the coil, maybe even 2, and that makes the Demon Hunter opening already a lot weaker on this map. Of course, you could just go for the green camp, but that does not give you a level 2. Instead, it is the keeper, it is the tried and true. And with that, once again, we know pretty much what's coming, don't we?
Exactly. Sini, this was a sweet Cinderella story. So far, it turns into a horror movie, though. Not the crazy 4-minute games just yet, but also not the greatest competitive series thus far. I wonder what's left in the tank. Is he already deflated? Is he already demotivated? Or does he know what to improve upon? It's kind of hard. If you have never faced Happy in a competitive match, of course they have met on ladder, but ladder Happy is still a level below competitive Happy. If you've never experienced competitive Happy with his crazy timing and with no mercy gameplay, and that's tough.
He's starting off with some amazing items here on the Keeper of the Grove. Double Circlet and Claws, absolutely wonderful. Early game, mid game, late game, whatever. While Happy has also very strong items himself. Salted TP, doesn't see the need, gets a fast level 2, and some great items for the Lich later on. And now looking for perhaps an expansion cancel. It would take us around any day, but for once the Keeper is able to slip out.
Yeah, as you told us yesterday, move across in the semi-circle against the tree line. Did exactly that. Thank you, Snog, for the 10-month resub. Thanks for all the good work. Keep it up. Okay, we do. There is an expansion now, a lot earlier than on Tide Hunters, but oh boy, is Happy ready.
Dude, the Skelly Scout. I mean,
so good.
Seems like it's just every time he sees everything. Of course, the Skellies are made for that, but also to have the speed and the presence of mind to pull it off. It's a different story. Yeah, we're gonna go down. Oh, missed the coil.
What?
Oh, what happened? Can you believe it?
Here we go. Yeah, this skeleton scouting, that's not something that's like super extraordinary on paper because it doesn't require much micro or anything. This is something that everyone could do theoretically. It's like select a unit and send it somewhere, right? But to have the vision and do the consistency to always learn from what the skeletons are seeing, that's just nobody else does it like him.
And it also shows great game sense by him. He knows where he has to look, right? There's like 1 or maybe 2 spots on the map he can check for, and always he sees where the expansion is, when it's coming up, when he needs to know. He also scouts the, army movement, creeps, and so on so often. It's very, like, from an observer perspective, it doesn't seem that weird, but place yourself in a game 10 minutes in and try to guess where the opponent is.
Yeah.
Some people can do that really well. I horribly suck at that, so, well, it's harder than it looks.
Well, soon you're playing Night Elf, then you get Ultra Vision Wisps on the map. It's gonna help you. Maybe you can play Potom with Owl. That's also helping a lot with that. You'll improve, I'm sure.
Plus 400 free MMR. Let's go, baby!
Ridiculous. You're gonna get wrecked.
Please.
Yeah.
Don't know if you ever played Night Elf before. I mean, if
never.
your buddy, your good friend, Florentine Villas taught you anything, then that Night Elf is the way to go.
Well, he also told me that houses can't burn, so I'm not trusting him too much.
Well, what about a house of stone, buddy? Have you thought about that?
That's exactly his argumentation.
That's right. He must have read that story of the wolf and the 3 piggies quite a few times. Smart man.
Oh, smart man also Sini trying to find a way to force Happy back, who has a staff and will see his economy threatened a little bit.
There's a backup acolyte here, so no opportunity for an easy big play.
Oh, don't get
I think
surrounded.
ghouls don't get one-shot by Entangle anymore nowadays. As long as they're on light.
Oh no, the Expo! The troll! Ah, saved. Okay, Demon Hunter needs some levels and some items and more gold for the Mass Air to work. Mass Air is coming together, but only so shortly. Dude, his Expo timings are indeed a little late.
Where's the Ancient of War? It's not in the middle. It's up
Upper left.
This is not going to be easy to creep, let me tell you.
Demon Hunter. Oh, solid block with the Treants, but of course there was a counter up with the skeletons on the left-hand side. Nova is ready. Burn a little too late. Uh-oh, is that just a Demon Hunter kill? Oh no. Oh, close. Demon Hunter dies
Don't
first.
tell me.
That means experience.
Oh, denies him.
My god, he's so good. Creeps deny the Lich, and so it's only experience for DK and the Lich, of course, and zilch for Demon Hunter and Keeper.
And even disregarding the experience, just as far as the heroes going down, that's so much better for Happy. it's the Demon Hunter who needs to level desperately. Not having the circles on the Demon Hunter, probably a mistake here. But I guess that's a tiny detail. But, you know, at the end of the day, Happy again looking strong. In a very good position here.
Heroes are back. Yeah, it's kind of unfair that even if Happy loses something, he's winning in the end. Engine of War is in position for the creep. There's not much army to work with. Sini's at a lousy 27 supply. Where's the air? Where's the army? Needs it very, very, very soon because Happy full throttle positioning himself for a push towards the expo again.
Dude, this timing might hit before he's actually mined anything. And he already expanded on the spot. Happy is just so damn crisp, dude. Picks up the orb, he laid the orb so he can produce more in the meantime. Just gets the orb, joins the lich for the last camp, gets to level 2, gets the item, and here we are. How much does Sini have? 33 supply! Yep. Good luck, buddy.
He needs a lot of luck. He needs a lot of energy from chat.
Dude, how fast is this timing? What is this?
It's insane,
This is ridiculous.
Dude. He wants to win a best of 5 below the 1 hour mark, that's for sure.
This looks like cheat hacks. Sini must be thinking, bro, this is too early. What are you doing here?
Yeah, this is not normal. There was no losses. He defended that keeper harass with ease. And man, that's a lot of cools.
Yeah, this is like if you were to teach a strategy, you wouldn't even use this replay as a blueprint because you're like, this game is too perfect. This is too fast. Like, this is unrealistic. All right, go for the hero. Desperate play, probably the right call. Try to kill this lich. Not sure if it's working though.
Yeah, a lot of people are asking if we can implement an AI into Warcraft just like they have for StarCraft. We're getting damn close with Happy, that's for sure. Hero kill, game over.
All 3 maps
Yep.
have been... Oh.
He killed a fiend. He killed a fiend at the end. It was pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, Happy played pretty well there. And Sini, what was that Demon Hunter move across the map, though? You need to be creeping, my man. Even if it's a green, just something. You need to creep that DH immediately. Like, and you have to have that Ancient of War in position to immediately creep the Demon Hunter up. Like, most games where the Night Elf wins with the strategy, their Demon Hunter gets out of the altar and immediately creeps a big camp, whether that be the Expo, the Knolls, if the shop is still available, which most times won't be on Autumn Leaves, but just something. You can't just move across the map and lose your Demon Hunter like that. It's just not really showing a great understanding of the strategy, really, in my opinion.
Yeah, this might be... I mean, it's a little unfair to say that because this match is against Happy, but seems like Sini's weakness is indeed the Undead matchup, because he looked a lot more crisp when he was able to play Talons, especially in the mirror, and especially versus Orc, where it looked really good. Talons versus Undead, though, not that great.
Nope. We have all had big hopes for the range attack against destroyers, but we're never getting to 2-base. We're never getting late game. Happy just brings down the hammer and normally crushes whatever is beneath it. With the exception... Oh, very much fitting with Firelord, by the way. What was his name? Ragnaros. Oh, Foggy, he made it close. Foggy looked so good. We talked about it earlier. There was game tape to study, but it's he needs to get another study group, I think.
Yeah, in another world, we could be seeing Foggy versus Hitman in this grand final. In another world.
One day, Hitman will make it to a grand final, Carson, and this will be your day.
Yep, one day.
Carson, there's also gonna be the day where you realize that we in the Warcraft world, we can't have nice things.
That's true. That's true. Never, ever.
Except the wonderful platform that is W3Champions. What?
It's segue from just pure depression to... Except, yeah. We're just so happy to be here, though, guys.
Carson, I feel like you're lying, and I give up the duty to praise W3Champions. Now, go ahead.
All right, yeah. War 3 Champions. War3Champions.com. You can go check it out. There's plenty of cool things. The ladder with 30 servers. Battle.net only has 3. It has stats that are actually tracked. You don't get 2 times the stats for every win and every loss. You don't have 1 billion wins. They have many more divisions if you're lower level. They have lots of replays that you can download and study. They have a better map pool. They, of course, have better ping due to the better servers. They have Dota now. They have, They have random heroes. They have 4v4. They have 2v2. They have plenty of cool features. They have automated tournaments coming soon. They have hotkeys. They got an admin team that will actually ban you if you're super duper toxic, which is pretty dope.
Who is that addressed to?
Yeah, exactly.
Me, myself.
Oh, you didn't hear it. Yesterday, Todd told us that he got banned. So.
Oh, did he? Hey, Todd, I didn't know. Hey, all right. Hands up. Whoa. Didn't know.
Careful there, buddy.
Didn't know. The only thing toxic about Todd is that his favorite movie is The Butterfly Effect. All right, that's the only thing.
Carson will not get over the fact. Oh boy. Yeah, it was a good job, Carson. Next season, you're gonna be though. Next season, I give up all of the advertisements to you, and I lay back.
Yeah, if I had some notes, I'd be killing it. All right, that's all I'm saying. You know, some notes, a little more sleep, I'm good to go. You know.
Exactly. Remo, what were you saying?
We're waiting for Sini to join us here again in the lobby. We had a bit of a buggy bug. He's been having some issues with restarting the game, but should be with us in a moment. What's his mindset right now? What's his emotional state? Does he need some support? Can chat help him somehow, maybe?
Well, you know, at this stage, I think all you're thinking is just get one map. Like, I think that's the most positive thing you can say to yourself. Like, don't be like, oh, it's over. I don't care. I give up. Just be like, if I get one map and I made it to the grand finals, that's sick. I mean, even if I don't get a map, I made it to the grand finals, that's sick. But if I can get one map off happy, people are going to be talking about forever. Because even though, like, last season, Labyrinth, he didn't win, but it went to game 7. And everyone's going to be talking about that. People don't care that he lost Labyrinth. People just care that he went to goddamn game 7 against Happy.
Yeah, that was sick. Too bad we didn't have Labby this time. I guess he was busy. What was going on there?
Yep.
Well, that's a shame. Next time, though, we may see him again because, of course, there's going to be more seasons coming of War3 Champions until the... wait. Red Giant, White Dwarf? Or is it the other way around with the sun? Yeah, right? Until the Red Giant envelops the Earth, we're going to have new seasons coming up. New seasons already started on War3 Champions. You can all join. As you know all too well, everybody is welcome. And if you play Night Elf, you get a nice little boost in the MMR. That's an inbuilt new feature for Season 14.
In other words, everyone's welcome other than Night Elves. That's what Remo just said, guys, okay?
Dude, you're so racist.
I'm just joshing around, folks.
Just joking around. It's just yokes.
Well,
Nia doesn't like jokes. He just likes calling people racist. He's the embodiment of Twitter.
Well, it also works the other way around. You always gotta look at both sides, Remo. I looked at a side, by the way, while you were spewing your anti-Night Elf hate. I looked at the finals of last season, and Carson mentioned the final against Labyrinth. It was a 3-0 as well in favor of Happy. And then the turnaround started, and Labby was able to get 3 wins in a row. Maybe Sini just takes Labyrinth as an example. Not the worst example.
True, actually. True. We were probably in the same mindset last season, too. And then it ended up being one of the best grand finals we've had in W3 Champions.
Exactly.
Hope. There's hope after all. The script writes itself.
And
but in this case, we wrote the script. We wrote it, guys. The whole tournament. It's all rigged. It's all fixed.
Exactly. We share prize money with Happy as well. And we have a game. We have match points. We have not 1, but 4 match points in a row for Big Demi. He's catching up in the all-time esports earnings quite a bit, I gotta say, with the results recently. He's currently rank, 11, getting very, very close. Oh no, 14, getting close to the final. That can't be right. Is that right? I thought he would be higher. Anyway, closing in on the top 10. And I should probably shut my mouth and let's cast the game here. Okay, I'm losing Cast the Chicken.
I was really wondering. I was about to say something. I was like, all right, solo cast, weekly cup style, let's go. Jesus.
I was checking the Discord. I'm like, oh, they would disconnect?
Yeah, I thought I just...
That's like, when
Remo
is
always does
Remo
that to you.
starting? Yeah, Remo always
Yeah.
does that to me. And like, okay, at some point, it's even too silly for him. But no, nothing's too silly for Remo Demo. And of course, I want to be the professional here that's never having fun but takes things serious. And I'm breaking the silence.
We're being all serious today, Neo. What are you talking about?
Players
I'm wearing dress shoes below this webcam. Just so
I
you
don't
know.
believe you. You know, lying is a
Well.
sin.
That's because you are an untrustworthy person. That's why you don't trust people.
Yeah, that's exactly what it means. Springtime it is, and the return to a demon hunter it is.
He's sticking to the demon hunter this time. I was noticing I was about to say sticking to his guns, but it doesn't make sense because he was also playing keeper. But this time it's a demon. Let's go, baby. Stack that bad boy up. Happy. Wait a minute. Creeping the green in the middle first. What is this?
Oh, okay. Interesting.
He wants to prevent level 2 demon hunter. Oh, interesting.
Dude, he has these answers so fast, and I guess Sini's thinking is, if I go down in flames, but then, oh no, Dispel, because he kills the Wisp!
Oh my god, dude. Oh, this is so sick already. And you know what he also has? Ritual Dagger. Deny the Acolyte. Oh, before the arrow arrives! What?
How can you be so cruel? You know, this
how
early
can you
game
be
is
so
so
good?
good. Like,
That
the
was insane.
only thing that I can think of is that's just a challenge to himself at this point. Like, he knows he's so far ahead in the series.
Yeah.
He knows
You know-
this early game is super duper mega good for him. And okay, this kid is not challenging me. This is my task now to deny all the experience.
In 5 years from now, when OpenAI and ChatGPT have taken over and Skynet style, we're about to be eliminated by the machines, we have one last chance, sending in Happy in a Warcraft 3 match where he plays as perfect as he does today.
Dude,
We have still one chance, folks.
are under attack.
I'm pretty sure OpenAI would develop feelings and would be scared of Happy the way he plays today.
And this demon hunter is certainly afraid. That was also a weird creep to go for, to be honest. With no TP, no boots, no level 2. I guess he's taking some risks. Oh, just it's a bit tough to watch over here. This is like MTV during daytime hours.
Where'd you get that? That's a nice one.
Yeah, recently watched this show called Mayor of Kingstown. It seems good at the beginning until you notice how stupid it is. And it's on MTV. They're still around.
Oh wow, that's incredible. Shout out 90s MTV, back when things were good. Oh boy, that's a creep camp. That's an archer. That's it's a very, very hurt demon hunter. And you know what? That's what you get for not going immolation. Wow.
Yikers, dude. Dude, Happy, he looks like Sini owes him money. And also, dragged his name through the dirt because he's coming in here with a vengeance.
Oh yeah, that
He's
looks
coming
like
in with the intention of
A town
hurting
is
him.
under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
Sini still trying to fight, but this is just... Happy is not in his weight class.
that got the Acolyte deny. How sick is that?
Yeah,
Jesus
that's
Christ.
that's the moment of the series. That's just describes
You
the
gotta get the
series so
surround?
perfectly. Come on, dude. Is that really a question?
Rhetorical question.
Yeah. Or does he even need the surround? He just
doesn't
needs a
need it.
block.
Oh my god.
Because, yeah, if you surround, 2 ghouls can't attack when they move.
Oh my god.
Disaster.
A player's forces are under attack.
I
I feel
wonder
bad
if...
for Sini, man. I
Yo.
feel bad for Sini. This is... That's a painful day.
But you know what? At the end of the day, he's wiping the tears with $1,000 and a silver medal of a W3Champions Finals. It's not the worst.
True. Could be worse. And you know what? Tier 3's coming.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta buy boots though, bro. Like...
Do you think that matters now?
The town is
Happy could step away from the PC for like 2 minutes.
It would increase his chances, quadruple his chances, from 1% to 4%.
Quadruple. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an attempt to play mass AR1 base tier 3.
No, this is talents.
Talents. Yeah, you think?
Yeah. Okay. Try it, baby.
Well, at least it's cool. At least, you know, it's a little tip to the hat of what brought him into this final, because that was clearly talents. So sending some love to his probably favorite unit, I like it. And then they all die, so I don't know. That's definitely tough love, but we take it.
Yeah, if the unit slips up with micro and with destroyer production, you cyclone, you know, mana burn stuff, and you can. This is a strat that can spiral if the unit makes mistakes. Now,
Yeah.
we don't have much reason to believe today that this will be happening, but if there are mistakes, there is a chance.
We're talking about a guy who denied an acolyte at the beginning of the
I know,
game
that was so
after
sick, dude.
he destroyed his opponent, just to not
With the
give him.
archer arrow in the air, so he couldn't
25
get attacked. Just lose the region.
A player's
that was so
forces
sick.
are under attack.
Ooh, that talent. They're not. Ah, Crow 4. Oh. Ah. Fly. There we go.
Survivor, worth just cost 50 mana.
Okay, that accelerates creeping with Fairy Fire. That's kind of nice. You think Happy is laughing about that talent strat now, or is he just sitting there in the dark, no emotions until the job is done?
I think you know what the answer is.
Yo!
Demon Hunter, still not level 3, still no
Town is
boots.
under siege.
That is a bit worrying. Look at Happy Dude, he's across the map when the Lich isn't even out yet. Now he is. Picks up the orb. This might be where it ends.
It's, this, oh my god, he's not even level 3, is he? Nope. Sobi Mask, big mana, also kinda nice. For Happy and Sini, willing to engage without tier 3?
Player's forces
Not a good idea.
Is it out at level 4 with the demon being level 2? I mean, what else can you say? Level 2 and 1 on Sini, who's been getting battered. Not just this map, but this whole series. Alright, here we go. Maybe the last fight of this tournament. Going for the Naga once again. Doesn't get the kill this time immediately. And there's a bit of Cyclone to be considered. Only one destroyer in the air. And we have the talents being morphed against the destroyer, but there's web ready already. Naga goes down. The mana potion's there. The Demon Hunter is still incompetent. And it is game. And once more, Happy, our champion of the W3Champions season finals.
The most one-sided game, of course, will stay for Game 4, but I think the story of the tournament is Sini made it to the Grand Finals. He had some good games. He has good showings. He upset Leliant in the lower bracket, who was the favorite to make it to the Grand Finals. And, hey, we had a human in the top 4 as well. I mean, Happy as dominant as ever, but some other things to be happy about. Human got some more earnings, and Sini grinds up his way in the rankings quite a bit, probably, from this tournament.
The back-to-back-to-back, the 3-time W3Champions winner in a row. Of course, that's not his only championships in this competition, as he had a couple. But the streak is running again after Soin took that away from him. He is now, is it a 9-time? I think so.
It's a 9, really, Jesus.
And he is with us here. Happy, hello. Can you hear us?
Yeah, hello.
Congratulations on another victory, another trophy going your way. Symbolic trophy, at least. Incredible performance today. Not dropped a single map. Now, when we compare to yesterday against Foggy, there the games were a lot closer. Also against Ice Orc, maybe the games were a bit closer. Was it just the opponents being stronger yesterday, or was it yourself, your shape being a bit off, or why did it look so different compared to today?
Well, against Ice Orc, it's because he plays Orc, and against Foggy, he certainly is a lot better player than Sini. So yeah, that's why I don't believe I play it worse. I always play more or less the same, consistent.
Yeah, it looked certainly dominant today against Labyrinth. Last time in the finals was really close. Not so today, and you march forward with another title to your name. Next week, you continue with the TED Cup. Have you looked at the field of players? Who do you think is going to be your toughest opponents? Do you think about those things?
Not really, because it's like double group stage, so I might simply not meet at least half of the players, so it doesn't make sense to watch for the player list. Only thing is surprising is that I don't see 1-0 among the participants, but everyone else I hear, everyone who I would expect to see.
Okay.
Just one thing from me. I just wondered, do you have a preference between playing Demon Hunter first or Keeper first? Do you find one more difficult than the other, or is it too soon to know with Immolation being a new thing?
I think it's too soon, but in general, Demon Hunter became strong only because it's pretty much impossible to go for fast expand now against Demon Hunter openers. Only maybe on Tide Hunters it works, but on other maps you are simply unable to clear out the spot for expansion. Before, if you seen Demon Hunter, you almost could always go for fast expand because you know that Night Elf cannot really all-in you on tier 1 with Demon Hunter opening, but against Keeper you basically always skip the expansion itself. You can, let's say, make a Ziggurat and then you have to go tier 2, because if you just gonna go for expansion against Keeper, he'll all-in you on tier 1 and you will not be able to defend. So that's the difference, but in general it's hard to say because they get Immolation now, which is a lot stronger, which basically means they can creep a lot more aggressively early game, but later on they lack evasion because of it, so it's easier to focus Demon Hunter. But overall, yeah, hard to say. Early game against Demon Hunter became harder.
Yeah, many people are saying that Immolation was overbuffed. Do you think it's too strong right now, or do you think it's in a fine place, at least for Night Elf vs. Undead?
Well, of course it's a lot stronger. I don't know about our buffed, because before that Immolation was, well, I would not say useless, but it was not practical. And right now it can be used mostly, I think, because the damage per second was increased. I mean, like, it takes shorter time to actually apply the damage. This is why it's stronger right now, not just the mana cost or general damage. Yeah, of course I would like to see it being like reverted to what it used to be, but hard to say if it's literally overpowered.
Gotcha. Thank you, and congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, everybody, that's the W3Champions finals done. Happy is our champion 3 times in a row. We wish him all the best for the show cups that are coming up. Fierce rivalry there coming up, or fierce contestants coming up with TH and Infi and Fly, etc., etc. And TED Cup as well. That's the next broadcast here on Back to Warcraft. And Carson, there's also some other finals very, very soon.
Yes, sir. Next weekend, we're going to, on the 10th, 11th, and 12th of February, we're going to have the NA LoL Finals, which is the top 8. I don't exactly know what the top 8 is, but it's going to include Hunter, it's going to include Hitman, it's going to have Insup, it's going to possibly have Dice, might even have the legendary Mr. Winter, possibly, too. A lot of great players, and that'll be on 10th, 11th, and 12th, starting on the Friday, which will be at 5 p.m. PST, 8 p.m. EST. That is 2 a.m. if you're in Europe. And then the next 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, the 11th and 12th, it'll be at 9 a.m. PST or noon EST, which is 6 p.m. CET. It'll be right before the Super Bowl. So you won't have to miss the Super Bowl. If you want to watch that, you can watch both. We're going to have 2 groups of 4 round robins on the Friday and Saturday, and then the final 4 on Sunday. Should be lots of good games. I think 6 best of 3s the first 2 days. So lots and lots of Warcraft.
Amazing. The Warcraft scene still kicking, and more content here on Back to Warcraft, of course. This was a test for the new format. Remo, do you think we should keep single elimination?
I liked it. I think it's also cool to mix things up. I will still maintain, though, that third place matches are ass.
That's mean. But I want to give the finalists a little rest.
They don't need rest, Neo. They are young, chipper fellows who have nothing but energy in their bones. Just like you.
How about we replace the game for third with a 2-on-2 show match? Or 2-on-2 finals?
That'd be cool. Kind of, yeah, that's good.
If someone
Me
wants
versus
to...
Remo show match for 9999 prize pool next season. Me versus Remo. I'll practice. Best of 5, Remo. Deal?
No night elf allowed.
Ooh, is it on? Is it on?
That'll be a goal. Donation goal for next season. I'll practice up. Remo's always better than me, even if he doesn't practice. I'll grind for it. And you know what? I'll beat his ass.
Hell yeah.
Okay, it's on. If you guys still want to organize 2-on-2 or 4-on-4 show matches with a single elimination, we do have a little bit more time in the schedule. Reach out to me if you want to contribute. The FFA scene is doing it. That's why we have FFA finals every single season, because Rulers is taking faith in his own hands. He's inviting the players, he's setting everything up, does the communication. If someone wants to do that for 2-on-2 and 4-on-4, let's go, everybody. We've had the second or third highest prize pool in the history of War3Champions. Absolutely amazing. Thank you guys for purchasing a lot of profile pictures, a lot of direct contributions, and also, of course, shout out to UD-Fan for the $1,500, for Kleine Schildpad for the 1,000, and to our friends over at the Scale Tippers. I hope you check out Scale Tippers on Instagram and YouTube. They deserve it for the big sponsorship here. And yeah, if you guys have any feedback, we tried to do more player cameras, tried to do more interviews when it fit. There was only the case for Happy here, and some players couldn't provide a player camera. Hey, but we tried, and we will hopefully improve. If you have ideas how to improve for us next time, let us know. Still, War3Champions is looking for more help as well, whether that be financially. You find it on the right-hand side of their platform at W3Champions.com. Patreon, let it grow. PayPal, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, also for the Asian scene, Alipay and WeChat. The server costs are getting quite high with more and more players, so we need a little bit of support to keep the lights on. And of course, manpower is always appreciated as well. If you want to help with moderation, graphics, PR, or coding, hit up Safed on the War3Champions Discord. The link on that also on the homepage. The languages are JavaScript, C#, .NET, jQuery, Rust, TypeScript, and Node. As I said, helping hands always much appreciated. And if you want to support Back to Warcraft, that's also quite simple. You can find all the links at backtowarcraft.com/support. On this little mini page, you find the link to our Patreon, to the Twitch sub page, to the YouTube membership page, to the one-time donations, also to our crypto wallet, and to our merch store, as well to our sponsors, Holy Huel and Opera GX. It's always a net loss operating these W3Champions finals, but we do it for the good of the scene, just like the weekly cups. So we need some fuel to keep this engine running. With your help, we can provide even more, just like the weekly cup, just like the NA Lul Cup, like the 1.35 Invitational, and we can afford to do a TriCast for the finals. Anything left to say, you beautiful gentlemen to my left, right? I don't know.
It's been a pleasure as always, guys. These are one of our favorite tournaments. I hope you'll tune in again next time to see who gets smacked by Happy then. And next week, TED Cup. Don't forget. Looking forward to seeing you guys again.
Carson, do you have anything to say and to plug?
One thing, even though it does feel bad because we have such a, it's always nice to tie a bow on it, but now I have to be shameless and plug myself, but it's necessary. Dang nabbit. Yeah, my band has an EP coming out in the next couple of months. We have our first single coming out on February 24th. And there is a command in the chat, ! Carson's music with an S. Carson's possessive. and that gives you a link to a pre-save thingamajiggy for Spotify and iTunes where you can pre-save our single, and that really helps us get into the algorithm and all stuff like that, and it helps us get more listens and helps us get on radio, and it's really, really helpful. If you could do that, it would help me out a ton. So !Carson's music. You can check that out and help out my band and help me out, and I'd really appreciate it. Thank you.
The people see it on the broadcast. Right next to the pre-saved is a little check mark from my account, so I did my duty to support the Banks brothers. Also, follow them on Instagram. Every now and then you see a naked Carson in the bathtub, so if that's no reason to subscribe to the Instagram, I don't know what is. A massive shout out to our moderators. It wasn't an easy weekend for them. They were with us from start to finish. Much love to that. Also much love to the W3Champions team for providing us this playing ground and automated tournaments, and everybody who plays on the server as well. The numbers keep rising. We need high activity. 7,800 games. Next week I want to see the big 8K cracking. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the support. Thanks for all the subs and donos and everything. And now have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday evening or day, wherever you are. Bye-bye.